Backlash grows over the president's response to violence in Charlottesville, Virginia. The president's comments were the last straw for some of the nation's most influential CEOs. ABC's Janae Norman is in Washington now with the latest.
President Trump back on Twitter amid the controversy over his Charlottesville comments, tweeting, "Sad to see the history and culture of our great country being ripped apart with the removal of our beautiful statues and monuments. You can't change history, but you can learn from it. Robert E. Lee, Stonewall Jackson, who's next? Washington, Jefferson, so foolish." Meanwhile, Confederate monuments are coming down across the country, and the backlash continues growing over Trump seemingly equating the white nationalists and neo-Nazis in Charlottesville with those who were protesting their racist views.
You had a group on one side and you had a group on the other, and they came at each other with clubs, and it was vicious and it was horrible.
The president growing more isolated by his own words and his reluctance to condemn the hate.
I think there's blame on both sides. You had some very bad people in that group, but you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
Those comments causing business leaders to turn their backs on the businessman president. On Wednesday, some of the nation's top CEOs on the president's elite advisory council voting to disband, a strong sign from powerhouses like Pepsi, GE, IBM, and Walmart. And on another economic advisory council, a mass exodus of CEOs. Trump seemingly wanting to write the story himself, calling to end both councils. In an interview with the American Prospect, President Trump's chief strategist Steve Bannon called the alt-right a fringe element and a collection of clowns, and he added the debate over racism gives Trump a political edge. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.